Hello, everybody, and welcome to the July FPV Pilot to Watch. I am Jacob Blaeser with AirVuz, joined as always by Juan in New York City. Juan, what's up?
Hello, everybody. Always good to be here.
And, of course, Phluxy, our resident drone racing league pilot.
What's Gucci, baby?
So, Flux, let me start with you. We've done a lot of flying throughout the summer. Personally, for us and through AirVuz and stuff like that, we've figured out some cool techniques in cinematic FPV, as well as how you implement, your freestyle in that. Are you seeing a lot more of that with these videos, these top 5 videos, as well as other videos you've been seeing on AirVuz and Instagram and YouTube and all that stuff?
Yeah, so, obviously, we saw a bit of a shift in the last year over to all this cinematic stuff and people doing all this cool sound design and all that kind of crazy stuff. And it could take a pretty simple flight and turn it into something really excellent. And now I think people are starting to step that game up from just these really simple flights. And now they're actually starting to get a little sendy, and we're seeing the pilot skill move up, as well as them integrating all of these cool cinematic tricks to make their sweet flights even sweeter. So yeah, it's just getting crazier. We're at the top of the mountain, but we're only halfway up right now. So we're gonna see more and more of this stuff coming down the line.
Yeah, and Juan, FPV skills are near and dear to your heart. You and the drone racing parts crew out there, your New York crew you fly with all the time. And that's we really wanted to focus on that when we sort of changed the dynamic of the show we do here. Are you seeing more and more of that on that side as well, where, we still get that freaky freestyle, flippy floppy type stuff, and it's still important in the FPV world?
Absolutely, man. Since we started the show, it has changed dramatically. At first we were getting these very pure cinematic flights, and now you're getting guys doing inverted yaw spins, coming into the drop, and then transitioning somewhere else. So yeah, for sure, 100% FPV. Really, what people don't understand is that freestyle, while there's no profession, let's say, behind it, it tunes in a lot of skills that nothing else will, because cinematic flying is very straight and level, smooth, small banks. Freestyle, you're just going crazy. You're really trying to push the limits of what you do. And you could see it that it's being integrated much more into videos these days.
I think another big thing is timing, which is a great segue into the first of these 5 videos. Timing. We got skill, we got what can you do in the production side of things. You've got just your knowledge of FPV, but more importantly, and we're seeing it more and more, especially with these sound design things, is the timing of these flights. And we're going to kick it off with old friend of AirVuz, but also somebody who's been in the production side of the world and now really, no pun intended, diving into this whole FPV side. We're going out to Big Sky, Montana for this first flight. It's called Speed Flying to Mountain Biking. Combo. Sorry, let me get the combo in there, because that is exactly what it was. And the timing was key on this. Juan, let's start with you. What did you notice from Pecan's video here?
Off the bat, I'll be honest with you, the sounds. It caught my eye right away when it was swooshing from left to right. That caught me right away. And as I was enjoying that, he transitions into the bike. And that was also impressive, because it's one time. Once that guy lands, that's it. There's no redo. There's no nothing. Either you get it or we'll try again at some other point, So that was really, really impressive.
Yeah. Flux, timing. How much I harp on you on that?
Timing's hard, dude. And to get this timing down right, like you said, they had one shot and nailed it.
Yeah.
I'm speechless, right? Because there's not much more that can be said. The sound design was there, the idea was there, the skill was there on 3 levels. You had some dude, what is that, parasailing? Is that what we're paragliding?
Yeah.
That guy, obviously, extremely skilled at what he does, sending.
Yeah.
Mountain biker, extremely skilled at what he does, sending as well.
Yep.
And you have Pecan behind the sticks, sending and capturing the whole thing. So it's the trifecta of the senders,
Yeah.
and this is what you get. And in timing, I don't understand.
Yeah.
We have people that are actors trying to time a one shot through a restaurant, and it takes us 8 or 9 takes sometimes to get them to do the right thing at the right time, and they just nailed this out there. So it's pretty impressive. It's pretty impressive.
I was super impressed.
Yeah.
Like,
Absolutely. And there's no communication. There's no, you're not talking to anybody. That's all just pure skill and timing and instinct and, getting everything together.
Yeah. I think we saw toward the end of the part where he chases the paraglider, he does almost like a full spin. The paraglider does. I don't know, but I'm guessing maybe that was the cue to the mountain biker to start going, or
that could be. That's a good catch right there.
But yeah, they timed it perfectly. Great work, and it's great to see Patrick continuing to show off the best that Big Sky has to offer, summer and winter, and now summer again. So yeah, great job from Patty FPV, Pecan, Patrick, whatever you want to call him.
Bravo, Pecan.
Yes.
Bravo.
Pecan. I don't know him, but Pecan sounds good.
Yeah, Pecan pie. One more thing on that. Dude, his handle is Pecan 3.14, and it took me forever to figure it out. It's pecan pie. So
That's funny.
I love it. So yeah, credit to the name too. So all right,
creativity.
Next up, let's keep on this mountain bike trend or bike in general trend. We have Taxco with Mountain Bike by FPV by Timow, I believe is his name. So once again, these mountain bike things seem to be like last year we saw a lot of the drifting really pick up with FPV. It seems like mountain biking this year has been one of the most action sporty things we've been seeing filmed with FPV drone. Flux, I know you're a big mountain biker, so maybe I'll let you kick this one off.
So this is something that I've been trying to talk to Gab about and pick his brain about for a while, because I ride mountain bikes and I have flown on mountain bike trails before. In trying to get the speed right, flying around. Okay, so first of all, let's go ahead and just talk about this opening shot and a lot of the shots in this whole reel. Okay, the drone is flying in front of him with a GoPro on it facing backwards. The pilot does not have a rear view mirror or a camera behind him to see what's going on. He's just gotta trust his senses, and maybe he has a spotter on the ground telling him, hey, you gotta speed it up, hey, you gotta slow it down a little bit, whatever that may be. I have no idea. But to be able to get that shot of the mountain biker chasing the drone down is hard. I've tried it a couple times. It's not easy, especially to be that close, have that good proximity. It's scary and it's difficult. Not only that, he's flying down these crazy alleys, down stair sets, doing the same thing, matching the speed of this rider. And granted, mountain biker has brakes. He can slow down a little bit if he's getting close to the drone, as long as the drone's keeping a steady speed. But still, some of the shots are just insane to even fathom drawing those up in your head. And to put a whole thing together like this, I know it was not easy. I know it took a lot of takes. I know that rider was tired by the end of it. I know the pilot was getting tired by the end of it. I mean, it is a spectacle at the very least, to see great flying like this and good riding too. The rider obviously knows what he's doing.
Yeah,
for sure. It was
first thought,
exactly what Phluxy was saying. That chasing something is easy because all you got to do is stay on the subject. But having something chase you and maintain the same speed, maintain the same altitude, the same line, that's very difficult. It's very, very difficult, And like you said, like you touched on, the driver, the biker could brake, but you see he's constantly chasing it. So it also goes to show the relationship that they both developed, I'll trust you, you trust me, just make sure we maintain the same thing. And it's a beautiful thing to see, very beautiful thing to see, because it's a hard shot, without a doubt. All of them were very, very hard shots. And yeah, they got tired at the end, but hey man, they made it work. It was really nice. It was a good shot.
Yeah, great all-around work by Timow and the biker, and yeah, we hope to see a lot more from him because he's thrown together a couple pretty sweet edits on AirVuz here. All right, next, somebody we've come to know well over the years here at AirVuz, Martin, or as everyone knows him, Flylifeco, with See You Again, Colorado Cinematic FPV. Marty doing what he does, you know, the mountains in Colorado. For anybody that knows Flylifeco, that's where he lived for a long time. He moved away, and now I don't know if he's back living there or if he just went back to visit. But you could tell he was having fun back in Colorado and doing fly life things. Yeah, Juan, you know, the mountain diving, the mountain surfing, the editing in this one is super cool. What did you think? What were your impressions on this one?
I know Fly Life for a long time, since pretty much as I've been in the game. So it's nice to see when my world transfers over to this world. Yeah. It's a beautiful thing to see because it was two separate entities for so long, you know, like, and even one side talked about the other one and the other, and now they're all meshing beautifully together. So it's awesome. Not just that, the dude has skill in editing and color grading, and you know, he's a skilled pilot, so he's getting shots that are not easy to do. So it's all around great, man. Plus Colorado mountains, water, it's beautiful, bro. Makes for beautiful movies here.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Flux, what do you think?
Yeah,
thoughts?
I mean, it's insane, right? So he's definitely got the formula for this down. It's not his first rodeo in the mountains, but to see, you know, flying like this, and especially like some of the descents that he's doing down these chutes, mm-hmm. he is glued to the ground, weaving around the bases of these trees. Mm-hmm. That is not something that we see very often with these mountain videos. For the most part, people are staying on the treetops. They might get a little close, do a little proximity stuff, but not like what's going on here. This is way different. This is like, you know, some real skill is being shown to stay that low down through these chutes and these mountains, and to just weave around the trees and find all these little gaps and be able to fly them smooth and not freak out and twitch or anything. Big ups. It was good.
Yeah,
he's a real FPV pilot.
Yeah,
that's what it is. Right. The guy's been around flying. He has. Sometimes I have this argument with a few buddies where they're like, "Oh, I've been flying for 3 years," but really, you've only flown like 30 packs. No, you know, this guy's somebody that's flown thousands of packs. You know, tons of sessions, so he knows what he's doing. Like, it's more than apparent when you watch the video.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
He somehow made epic, like what should be like heart-dropping shots look peaceful, you know, like that's what I mean, I don't know how he does it, but it's like not once was I nervous or watching it. And there's a lot where I'm like, oh god, or something like that, dude. Though I felt at peace that whole video. Like,
beautiful. It was beautiful, man. The water just trickling down.
Yeah, no, it was a good. So great one by Flylifeco, of course. Next, now I promise you have never seen a flight like this before. Or you've seen many flights like this, but not one inside of this place.
Mm-hmm.
The Space Center in Houston, literally, spaceships that have been in the space. No, in
the space.
Out of this atmosphere.
The space.
I mean, I don't really. I need to get more.
They pulled a Jeff Bezos.
What? Yeah, Beto. Yeah. I don't know. I'm all over the place. My mind was like blown from this one because I'm like, hey, I can't even get into some restaurants around here. This guy's going to fly around multi-million-dollar spaceships. Like, I want these people that are like, oh, what if the drone hits my booth? Or what if it hits a bottle of vodka? This guy just flew around Neil Armstrong's space, like the little fucking lunar thing. So it's like, I'm making myself look like an idiot because I was just in so much awe.
Oh, it sounds great.
Yeah. So beto.fpv, you know, I know he's done some work with some people down in Houston, we know, and the opportunities they are getting are unbelievable. You know, some theme parks, and now this. They've done some casinos, but yeah, I need to stop talking here. One of you guys pick me up because I'm in awe. He got to fly around like astronaut shit, you know?
Yeah. Like, so this is one of those ones where it's like, it's all about who you know here, right?
Yeah.
And this is one of those flights where the location makes the flight.
Probably.
So nothing really crazy, you know, hitting a couple gaps, but flying smooth around spaceships at the Space Center in Houston.
See? You're mind blown too.
I am mind blown. I am mind blown.
People.
But here we go. I don't know what it's called. I was gonna say the Houston Space something, but I just had to go read it real quick. It's the Space Center Houston. All right.
Yeah. There we go.
Just being able to see that from the air and to see a drone flying around there, it feels wrong.
Yeah.
It feels like I'm breaking the law right now watching this video. You know, like it does not feel like it's right. So that in itself, just that kind of like uneasy feeling of, you know, wow, dude, that's spaceships and that's like where they launch rockets from, and you're just like ripping a drone around. Just doesn't feel right, but it's also awesome at the same time. So, I mean, bravo. It was a beautiful little shot. I'm sure everyone loved that, and I'm sure NASA's just itching to get you out there to do some more stuff with them.
Maybe you'll be the next on a next SpaceX thing, and we'll see.
Yeah, you could be on a spaceship,
dude. So here's the thing. You said it was
the first drone to space.
That's what I'm saying. You said a nice little flight, but if he does a nice little flight in orbit or on the moon, dude, he's winning. I don't care if it's the easiest little no gap
zero gravity drone.
Will the drone
what
even
would happen?
fly? Yeah, right.
Yeah.
If there's no mass in the air for the propellers to turn, will the drone even move? If you spool up propellers in with no atmosphere, is it even going to move? I don't think so.
If I had to guess, I'd say you'd have to tune the quad down. Bring down the D's.
Flluxy doesn't tune, remember?
Yeah.
Oh.
Take
the knife out. Take the knife out.
Juan, when you talk about
this is a
dream
clear
places,
video of hard work pays off. We've seen Beto come around. We've seen him do a lot of videos, and you could tell now people are watching because he's doing things that have never done before, and he's doing them well on top of all that. You know, there's one shot here when he comes around the 747 and then angles right in the middle of the back of the airplane and the space shuttle. It was a gorgeous shot. The pink, orange, I don't know, rosé, let's call it. It was really, really popping off the roof and off the ship. So it was really, like Phluxy said, it was nothing crazy. It was just a very nice way to see all these things up close, you know. But it was really well done. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm not knocking the flight by any means. You know, there was still like where he could fit some proximity in. He put a little proximity, you know, getting close to the rocket or the boosters. I think that's what that big thing is on the other end. I think that's a big booster. And then, you know, just like the proximity by the building, coming around by the flagpoles, he's still letting you know that he can fly.
Mm-hmm.
He's just trying to make something nice and pretty to look at.
Yeah.
So,
and it can't be it's got to be pretty stressful flying around those things too.
Yes, that too, for sure.
Not just that, you know that NASA was like, don't get close, don't do this, don't do that, keep it at this speed, keep it at this altitude. So for sure, with the guidelines he was given, he did the most and did it well.
Yep, absolutely. Always great stuff from him. Can't wait to see what's next from him.
Yeah.
Well.
I mean, how many times have we seen him on here? It's got multiple times.
Yeah. He was on last month or the month before with that flight through the Mario Andretti amusement park.
Yep, yes, that's right. Yep, the go-kart.
The go-karts. Yeah. So no, he's a great pilot, honestly. So he's really diving into the Cinewhoop stuff now as well. So that's cool.
I don't think that was a Cinewhoop.
No,
I don't either. To be honest with you, no. I think that was a 5-inch.
I think that was a 5-inch. The way that he was flying it,
Inside?
No, that wasn't inside. I'm talking about the Houston Space Center. Yeah, Space Center in Houston.
Sorry.
That was a 5-inch.
I'm thinking. I'm sorry. I apologize, Beto. I'm thinking of your other flight as well in this one too. So, because he did one. I'm watching this again. I'm like, this is live, like me screwing up right here. Okay, so he did one inside of there too. That must have been the Cinewhoop. So that's right. Yeah, this one. Yeah. Okay, gotcha. So
I only know one person crazy enough to fly 5-inch inside, and that's Mr. Steele.
Yeah.
He enjoys it.
Yeah. I've got a story for you guys for another time. But anyway, next. Great job, Beto. I'm sorry I screwed up. You're amazing. That was awesome. All right, I'm moving on because that whole segment of that video, I was all over the place. So
you were impressed, man. It's so good.
I was super impressed. Yeah. Next, we've got Georgia from above, and it's not Georgia the state, it is Georgia the country, which is much more beautiful. I'm sorry, Georgia the state.
For sure.
But this country is unbelievably stunning. Stunning. And it's somebody we've become, familiar with. He lives over in Dubai. This one was with Beautiful Destinations, who we know from the work with Remy. We all know Remy very well. And this is somebody Remy had introduced to Beautiful Destinations, and now sort of like, I don't want to say handing off the baton, but sharing the baton with this. And it was just an all-around great flight by 43 Lens. His name is Love, which first and foremost, dude, his name is Love. How sick is that?
That's dope.
I mean, I gotta say, I love that. So anyway, back to this. Love, 43 Lens. Great all-around flying. Hit some amazing, loops. That shot around the Ferris wheel is so sick. Flux, before I start talking way too much again, what did you think about this one?
No, I loved it. Obviously, Georgia is very beautiful. Not only that, he mixed in some of those like twisty, mind-bending, like flippy reverse out, I don't even know what you would call it, moves that look like they're played in reverse, but they're going forward, and then like they look like they're forward, but then they're flips in reverse. So he's doing like this weird like spiral stuff where he stalls and then he powers it backwards and does like the same spiral backwards, and it almost like you can't tell if it's forward or backwards, and it's really cool. That's like that like juicy kind of style.
Say that. Yes,
yeah,
juiciness.
Yeah, that like juicy kind of style that Willie and Johnny really started back in the day. But he's like mixing that with the cinematic feel. He's not getting super crazy with it, but he's thrown just a little bit in just to make the average viewer's mind like,
yep.
How did he do that?
Yep.
And then on top of that, all of the locations, there were some. I got to go back and look at what this one was called. It was the. Give me one sec. I know where it's at in the video. The Chronicle of Georgia. Those big pillars. That looked like it was rendered, dude. That did not look like it was real life. That looked like something out of the Matrix. Like he was flying through the hallways of all the little filing cabinets, and then like one opens up and boom, you're in this place. And that's what it looked like to me. It just amazing camera work, amazing flying, excellent. It's a beautiful destination. I said it. So
well,
it is.
You said that. I'm gonna segue here to you, Juan. Phluxy just said Matrixy. Speaking of the Matrixy stuff, he learned a lot of this stuff from Remy, who you know very well. What have you seen in the growth of 43 Lens from the time he has been able to spend with Remy and Tom out there?
Well, it's funny you say that, because that's the first thing that we said. Wait, is this Remy? So like right away, you can tell that these two have been flying together and have been vibing off each other with the flights. It's really good, man. I've also seen his progression since, the Remy went to Dubai and met up. So it's cool to see what these guys can do, Like you guys said, it's Beautiful Destinations. It's a great production. And if I'm not mistaken, Love edited himself. So actually it goes to show you the skills as well. But it's a nice take of Georgia, man. It's beautiful. The colors are very natural. I don't want to say flat. I want to say natural, because they're still very nice and vibrant, but it just looks very pleasant to the eye. The city looks natural, for lack of a better word, And I like to call that move Phluxy is talking about, the looky-loo, because you look around, and then you go another way, and it's the whole floatlessness, the looky-loo.
I like that.
And he has a bunch of those, where you don't know, did he reverse the clip? Did he go forward? Which one was it? So it's nice. I really, really like it. It's a good video.
Yeah, I agree. And once again, the destination helped a lot with this one, I think too. He's a great pilot. He's a great editor, but dude's been able to take advantage of these cool places he's been able to travel to. So yeah, awesome stuff. Once again, as usual, 5 awesome videos. But unlike last month when it was Johnny versus the rest, and I hate to say that because Jaggy had that awesome video too, but
he did.
It was a Porsche commercial. Sorry. Like this month we didn't have that, All of these were, little things. And we had a discussion before this for a good 25, 30 minutes about why the one we're going to choose here in a minute, why it just had a little more than the other 4, you know? And I think it's cool, you know, when there isn't one that stands out above the pack.
And that's pretty cool, man, because I mean, since I've been on the show, it's been pretty much unanimous that we all 3 are like, yeah, that's the winner. And this is the first time where we actually had to spend time pre-show, like talking about it, because it was good entries all around for all of them. You know, it wasn't an easy pick.
Yep. And I think this is great when we each have a different perspective on stuff too, you know, and that's the best part of FPV. I know you and Phluxy are definitely more seeing the skills than I can. You know, you can see more of that type of stuff. And I want to see the beautiful creation, but also I'm starting to understand what is real freestyle and what is not real freestyle and all of that as well. But without further ado, I'm gonna jump right into our winner. Is that okay with you guys?
Go for it.
And it came down to pretty much the theme of this episode, timing. And with that, we are going with Speed Flying to Mountain Biking Combo by Patty FPV Pecan 3.14, Patrick Conroy, whatever you want to call him. Patty, congrats. And in the era of the one take or the one shot, this is right up there with the best we've seen. I mean, the timing on this one, I'm going to tell a little backstory on this. Phluxy and Juan mentioned this earlier. You have one chance at this. One chance. It took them, because of the timing, the planning, the practice takes, you know, they were out there for a few months trying this over and over and over. And with the paragliding, you get one chance at it a day. So I want to just like say that has a little bit to do with it, I think, as well, is just the not giving up factor, never give up. And I think that was really cool. So I'm talking again way too much. Juan, what were your, you know?
How long did it take though? You never told us. How long?
How many months?
Are we talking months now? How many months? Yeah, how many months did it take to get this shot?
I think he said 2 or 3, but don't factor. Yeah, it was a long time. We were talking about it the other day. It was day after day, and I believe it was months and not weeks.
Give this man an award for persistence.
Yeah, absolutely. Not just that, bro. Like when they started, it was one season, and when they finished, it was another season.
Yeah.
So it was a completely, you know, they have like the whole progression of that valley. It's incredible.
And Patrick, once again, lucky to be living where he is, you know, in the mountains, a lot of nature. He's also the producer for Big Sky Mountain, like the ski mountain up there. So has got to, you know, film some pretty cool things. Sees moose all the time, sees wildlife. Like, I think that's so cool. And the best part is this, and he's going to get a kick out of me saying this. The dude has turned into a mountain man. He's a dude from the suburbs of Minneapolis or St. Paul that has turned into this fly fishing, long-haired, mustache mountain man that is flying some FPV and kicking ass out there. So
that's awesome, man. Listen, living in the city is dope, man. But I really, really envy these guys that have the mountains and stuff like that, because I have to travel at least 2 hours to see some kind of mountain. You know, having it in your backyard is just amazing.
Yeah. So, but I mean, yeah, persistency. I tell you what, if it was more than 2 or 3 days and we didn't get it, I'm going like, oh, all right, on to the next thing.
Yeah.
Shit, with my mentality, it's probably like 2 or 3 minutes, and Phluxy can attest to that. So, but yeah, I mean, overall, creativity was awesome. The plan was awesome. He obviously had professionals at both sides of that, you know, the mountain biking and the paragliding.
It's a lot of talent all in one place. It's not easy to line that up.
Right.
Not easy to line that up.
Yeah.
And if it took 3 months, you know, there wasn't a budget. You know, like it's just 3 guys trying to do this for the sake of doing it, you know, and getting it done, that's really what it is, you know, like that's why this video wins, because of that persistence, that determination, and to get it spot on. I know that these guys were screaming in helmets when that happened, you know, the minute you're like, yeah, got it.
Oh my God. Yeah. And I'm just trying to think of that hike. I mean, I know I lug around an Inspire case all the time, and you guys are lugging around these backpacks, which, by the way, the new backpacks you have, Juan, at Drone Racing Parts, super sick. Yes, that is a shout out.
Which ones? The Torval?
Yes. Yeah, those.
Wait till September that the Stealth one comes out in black, so they eliminate the yellow and they make it all black.
I hate my backpack because it's yellow, dude.
I mean, dude, listen, I was a low pro guy up until a few weeks ago. And when I switched everything to the Torval, I was like, Wow. Okay. I'm not a big fan of having my quads on the outside. I like having them protected on the inside.
Mhm.
But the Torval is just so convenient with all its slots and the way you could arrange it. So it's a really nice bag.
Yeah, it looked really cool. So no, shout out there. But yeah, I mean, but what I was getting at here was climbing up a mountain, hiking up a mountain every day with that stuff too. Like, nuh-uh.
You know what we didn't mention was, where was Patty? Because it's
Exactly.
a long stretch that he's diving down, chasing a bike.
I'll bet he's standing right next to where those bikers started from. I'll bet he's standing in a tree, posted looking up the top of the mountain, standing somewhere right in there so that he can get the guy coming in. And then the range on the mountain bike wasn't super far, so
Yeah.
if my spidey senses are right, I bet he's standing right there.
This guy know you. You're real good, you.
Maybe we'll have to have him chime in on the next episode and give us a little insight on this. Maybe that's what we can do from now on. Get the winner of the previous winner.
Get a fourth.
Episode on. Yeah, we'll give them a little award, a little badge, or they can go like this. And then Andrew, I'm sorry, but you're gonna put a little like cool little thing right there in After Effects. Oh man, but
that's not a bad idea though, bro. It's actually a pretty good idea. See, you know, get their view on what we're seeing.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, I know it would be awesome. So, once again, congrats to all 5 of these guys. There was hundreds of videos uploaded again to AirVuz FPV, and it was a tough month to pick a winner. It really was. So, and then congrats to Patrick. Awesome flight. And we can't wait to see what you do to try to top this one. But thanks again to Juan, as always. Thanks again to Phluxy.
Pleasure.
You guys are awesome. And if you think you have the video to win August pilot to watch, upload it now to AirVuz. You know, you have to be eligible. You have to win, or not, sorry, you have to be a part of the weekly pilots to watch. And then you have the chance to be right here in the top 5 for August. So upload now, and we'll see you next month.
See ya, toodles.
Later.